Okay, we're back. That took a couple extra seconds. So we did the coin flip, and we set things up while we were waiting. puCK won the coin flip, so we'll be going to North America for this third game in the series. It's going to be on Dawson Station versus Beastyqt, and we'll get this set up ASAP. Now, there's some some internal team dialogue I would like to share with you guys, actually discussing things, but we'll talk about that in a moment. I want to make sure we're in game so I know nobody's like, you know, stream cheating or listening. Not that anybody would, but just saying. Hold the phone for that in a moment. We'll just get this lobby up first. Focus on that. Melee, normal, the match history, and puCK and Beasty. Let's go wait for Beasty to join us. Alright, so it's tied up 1-1, but it's a best of 5, so this guarantees a 4th match we'll play. Here's the problem we're running into, though. Or, again, I have to actually wait to talk about it. Actually, no, I just realized I can't talk about it because the other team might hear, and that could affect strategy. I unfortunately... And I say unfortunately because I can't talk about it. It's like, Rifkin, can you keep a secret? And I'm like, fucking no. I can't discuss who one of these teams wants to send up for the revival, because that would be unfair. So we have to wait to talk about it. But I would like to just mention some serious consideration has been put into the potential strategy for this game by one of the teams to affect one of the revives that would come for Game 4 and Game 5. So that's all I can say. But this is what I love, by the way. This is that extra element of StarCraft. Personally, I wish there's more. Maybe some of you out there could not be bothered and you just want to watch the games. But I really wish we had more of this dynamic where you kind of just you get to see inside the heads of the players. They're talking as a team, contemplating strategies for who plays where and how they'll play. That sort of thing is awesome. Stay one ready, guys. Next up, we got Beasty versus puCK. I'm actually going to go tweet about it. So if you guys could do me a favor, join me on the Twitters. Station. Bloop. Alright, they're ready. Let's just get into the game then. Also, I had a really great talk this morning. I mentioned about a week ago, and it's still happening. We're working on getting some new overlays and things revamped for the channel. And I really love the previews I got sent. Like, I actually really, really like the new themes and stuff for the channel. So I can't wait. I can't wait for those to be finished and show you guys. It's costing a fair amount of money, but it's worth the value and the time being put into it. So I'm very excited. Regardless, though, we come back for the excuse me, the continued losers bracket semifinals for the temporary team league. Spawning here on the bottom right side of the map, representing the temporary team of Chairs for Gaming, playing on the North American server. It's going to be the Orange Protoss puCK. And his opponent in the middle, upper left, playing from Europe on the away team. Once again, we got the light blue Terran, Beastyqt. Oh, we're having that double sub problem again. But thank you to, oh gosh, KCIWZLM, thank you so much for subbing for 18 years of StarCraft. He says, thank you for always providing quality and insightful StarCraft 2. You guys are the best. Keep it up. Dude, you're awesome, and thank you for the message. But to talk a little bit about this map, there's a couple of different ways this can go. Either A, these guys get super duper aggressive. puCK lays down pylons with a mothership core overcharging it. Beasty rushes across the map with not a conventional drop or Hellions, I don't know. Or alternatively, this map has proven to go fairly long for TvP. And most... Oh, excuse me, as I have the hiccups now. One moment. And a cough. Excellent. Great combination of the two. On the other side of this, you could have puCK thinking very much so, okay, I want to get Tempests out. I want to make some Mama Jamma damage happen with those Tempests, use and abuse the middle of the map, and force Beasty to do things like Vikings and other unfavorable things. I do know for a fact, though, from watching Beasty fight against that in the past, things like Widow Mines in the middle, turrets, they don't stop the Tempest, but they usually buy enough time. And the short map disadvantage can be turned into a time-buying advantage as far as trying to get to a point where you can deal with said units. But nobody reaching for the golds just yet. I guess it's a little bit scary. TvP, you both have fairly numerous ranged unit options to shut down mining from the base. Seeing bunkers, seeing spine crawlers. I will say, by the way, Cat's doing the spine crawler Well, it did not work out. It's still my coolest and my favoriteest way I've seen someone try and deal with that gold mineral patch line. But regardless, yeah, there's a lot of ways this can go. Oh, did the Robo get scouted? That's actually kind of a big deal. I don't believe the SCV saw it. No, he did not. So, Robo going to be unrevealed to Beastyqt. Might not be such a big deal. Because on one side of this, you've got the fact that Robos and Observers, and more importantly, Warp Prisms, are all expected in the matchup at this point. In fact, it's weirder to see anything else. Like, when somebody like Drogo opens with a Stargate, you kind of do a double take, like, wait, what? Was this 7 months ago, bro? But for Beastyqt, not seeing that does kind of suck. He does set up a full wall, though, so regardless of what's coming, it will have to come through the Warp Prism. People were suggesting I give away the secret strats by whispering really carefully. Okay, guys, if anyone's listening, I don't know, knows that puCK was planning to just turtle up into a mothership and play. No, I'm making that up. I don't think whispering helps. I think people can still hear me when I whisper. In fact, I think over 1,000 people can hear me when I whisper. How cool is that to consider, by the way? Like in real life, if you whisper, sometimes the person standing next to you can barely hear you. One person's going to hear you whisper. But if I'm talking like this, literally over 1,000 people can hear me whisper. How cool is that idea? Maybe it's just to me. Shut up, I'm a nerd. I know it. What's up? What am I with the Marines going to come through the backside? It's fast disruptors, though. Oh, guys, we should have seen this coming. Beastyqt should have seen this coming. This is something puCK is really well known for doing. Now, it's going to be fast warp prism speed. It's going to be a disruptor that pops out, and it'll be a little bit of damage. puCK and Neeb are two players who I can't not mention both of them when we see this build happen. They really were the ones who set the trend in North America and made it happen. And you look at Neeb now, you look at puCK now, two very different players in terms of results from 2016, but both players have been played very well on par with similar builds when they started. So I like this move out of puCK. I think it's actually a brilliant and a really great strategy if you've got the micro to back it up, which I think at this point we all know puCK has micro to back up the skills to pay the bills, so to speak, especially as we see him dance around the Warp Prism there. But outside the front push comes a tank, and while this disruptor might be okay at harassing minerals, it's going to be better set trying to stop the attack from coming in. The Liberator doesn't really have a great answer right now. This is an unfortunate situation for puCK where he can't really deal with the Liberator. But he needs a way to deal with that tank. He needs a way to shoot down those Marines in a safe spot away from the Liberator, and that's where the Disruptor really comes into play. But he almost walks it into the Disruptor. Could have been dangerous. Wants that tank. Gets a little too close for comfort. Might lose it. Picks up in the Warp Prism at the last second. Oh, this is a bad pylon. This is powering both the Robo and the Gateway. That's an issue. He needs more Stalkers. He needs more Warp-ins. puCK's in a lot of trouble, and BC might just be walking over this. Bunker's coming down with this one base all in. I mean, keep in mind, there's no command center. There's no macroing out of this. If puCK can hold, he'll be in a great spot following it. But these Disruptor shots aren't hitting the mark. Those tanks have been left mostly unscathed. And as he continues to leapfrog forward, things get worse for puCK. He did take the natural, though. And oh, the Widowmine! I just missed it! Tried to catch the probe transfer. 7 kills, 12 workers dead. puCK's in a lot of trouble and might just already be out of the game. Scan goes down to confirm that there's not much more behind this. But Beastyqt with that Widowmine shot and this frontal assault has just done so much damage. The Robo's going to fall apart. That sucks. No more Disruptors. If puCK had been able to casually get over it, Beastyqt had played anything close to a quote-unquote normal game and done a second command center, whether it's fast, whether it's normal, whether it's later, he probably would not have had a problem in the world getting away with this Disruptor drop. But unfortunately for him, the all-in hit a little too strong. The Disruptor dies, and that's going to be it. GG gets called. puCK loses, and Yord now takes the lead 2-1. But now this is where we get into revives, and I'm actually really excited, because I can tell you that that game didn't play out anything close to the way either team, I think, wanted it to. Because it was Beastyqt who was supposed to buy time for like a bajillion-hour series and stall out the Chairs for Gaming guys. puCK also losing on the home field server feels bad, man. But now we got to look into who revives for each team. So the players know the map. It's New Gettysburg. But they don't know who's sending out what player. So we're going to have them whisper me their player picks. We're going to have the players whisper me their player picks, or the team captains, excuse me, whisper me the player picks. And I will announce to both teams what the matchup will be momentarily. But for us on stream, we do have to wait a little bit of time. And I feel bad because these have been really short games. We've been bombarding you guys with ads. But I'm going to just go to 2 minutes of a break while I figure out what's coming up next. So stick around, guys. I'll see you soon.